Linda mujer, sabes que te quiero de las naves a las pies, y si quieres un castillo dorado. So this is the new updated makeup look, even though I just did it last week. Hi guys, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're gonna be starting with micellar water, taking off whatever we have on our face. I be folding it a little bit. I had 2 pads, but I only used 1. Good thing. So yeah, we're just going to be taking off whatever we have. And that's what I had. Ew. This is my skincare bag. I love it so much. We're going to start with toner. And we're just going to be pouring that in pat on our face. Rice serum with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. We're just going to let these stuff dry once we apply more and more, you know? And I just put a little extra on that. Super clean skin. And then I'm going to be gua shaing our face. And just really massaging our face from the puffiness, giving our face more structure. And that's the way I do it. I go up to the side, both sides. Very relaxing, almost fell asleep. It feels really good. It shouldn't hurt because you're supposed to have that serum or moisturizer. I just did a makeup look last week or 2 weeks ago, but this is the moisturizer, Good Molecules, that I'm gonna put on. I actually put a little bit too much, but it's okay. You just put whatever access on your ankles or your arms. But yeah, I went back to gua shaing after that because it just feels good. It just makes your face look very good, very structured, very jaw full or less. I don't know. But yeah, this makeup is more like less bronzery and less cakiness probably. Just more definition, basically. I'll be starting off with my primer. It's a mist from Milani. Just gonna be putting it all over our face once our moisturizer dries. This ugly ass blender. You can just wash it with hand soap. Mine kind of turned out a little red. We're going to be starting with this gel brow glue from NYX. And this is how I apply it. Just strokes like if I'm brushing it. And going to be doing Anastasia pomade with this brush. Period. And this is how I do my eyebrow. Just filling it in. So slightly, and it does get darker, so you just gotta be patient with it. October is my birthday month. Any birthday months people here? October is gonna be the best month ever. Alright, starting with the other eyebrow. This is how it's looking so far. I am no professional, but this is how it's looking. I'm gonna be starting with contour. This is how it's looking like, and we just put it on our forehead, my nose, just little lines. I guess you could say I'm not that precise with it, but I mean, I try. And then we're gonna be doing our jaw, and that's the way I apply on my cheekbone. I put it over, not too up, not too down. Little ASMR snatching, and we blend it. What song should I sing for background music? Luna, dime tú, que tú eres la única que la puede mirar. So this is how I'm blending my forehead. Cuídala. Alright, we put it back because we're organized like that. And we're gonna be using this smaller contour brush on our nose. Mi luna, tú no eres consciente de lo que no me verás, pero tú sí estarás. Oh, let me do one of my songs. Cosas interesantes, yeah, yeah. So this is my famous foundation that I be using. I love it so much. It's the right color. It's from L'Oreal. It's 34-hour wear, and I promise you, because it don't be taking off from the back of my hand no matter what. So this is how I put it on. Not too much over the contour. I just put it under the contour, or like, yeah, basically the way you're seeing. And then I blended in with a smaller brush that I took from my sister. I think I asked her for permission. I hope. And we're just gonna add that with a small brush on our forehead, just so that we don't get it all over the makeup that we just put on. Nah, yeah, yeah. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then with this bigger brush, we're just gonna keep blending, more blending, because sometimes I stop doing something so I can go do something else. So that's kind of what I do. So that's why I go back and forth. I don't know, your makeup is your makeup. You can do it how you want. So this is how I do it. A lot of back and forth so that I don't get bored, basically. Yeah, yeah. Any plans for fall, guys? Alright, with this concealer, we're gonna be putting it under our eyes, upper lip, under lip, just brightening areas. I learned that this is the way you put it, a little bit on the corner of the eye and a little bit on the other part of the eye. Na 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 na, yeah, 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 yeah. This is my famous bronzer from Booty Creations. I got it at Marshall's. Yes, Marshall's. Yes, Marshall's. And I just added a little bit. I didn't add too much like last time. I did add a lot. We're gonna do our jawline, just all the places that we put that contour. We're gonna do the bronzer. And again, I just added on, but we're still gonna try to blend it with something else. And then with a smaller brush, I'm gonna be doing my nose. I just pinch it a little so that, you know, our nose looks a little more smaller. It doesn't look perfect, but it's okay. Na 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 na, yeah, yeah. And then with my favorite palette, we're gonna start adding blush before we blend in the concealer. I think I just prefer to do that because I like adding a lot of blush. I add blush like 3 times in this video, so I guess pick whatever you want. I should try putting on blush 1 time and see how that works. Imagine for next video idea. Yeah, we still put it on our nose. That's the way I put it on. And then now we're gonna start blending our concealer with our booty blender. Na, 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 yeah, yeah. Wizard Liz. And also I was listening to Rotten Mango about that musician. Alright, we're gonna add a little bit more concealer under our eyes, everywhere, basically, like the forehead, because I hadn't done that. And we're gonna clean our eyebrows with like a smaller brush and just basically cleaning up everything, and basically trying to hide the bronzer, the very extra bronzer that I added. I do it because I still want to look bronzed, but not too dark, you know. Anyways, this is like my therapy. I've been listening to my YouTube videos, whatever I want to listen to, whatever is my hype of the day is what I listen to. So I would do this in ASMR. This is the brush, the small brush that I use to clean up my eyebrows, and you just follow your eyebrow and clean it with the back of your hand. Like, for example, the pomade that gets all over the concealer, so that you don't leave black marks of concealer. I promise, because it's happened to me. And you just blend, 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 and more blending. She happy. And we're gonna start using Huda Booty. It kind of fell on my laptop. So this is how I put on the powder. I love it so much. Everyone loves it. It's very good. It doesn't leave you too cakey. It makes your makeup super fabulous. Basically, the CEO of Huda Booty has the best makeup, and I really will have all her makeup someday. And then just adding a little bit of extra. This is the way I add it. That's the way I add it. Yeah, basically. Y'all gonna learn how to do some makeup. Maybe I should stop talking, right? It's because I don't want to put music over the video. I just want to talk. But then when I talk, I don't have nothing to talk about. I don't know. Alright, a little bit ASMR. Gonna be snatching our little brushes, our big brushes actually. And just gonna be using the excess powder and just gonna be adding to our face. Gonna be blending in the powder. And then just adding a little bit more bronzer, just with whatever it's on the brush, the dirty brush basically, and the dirty blush brush, but adding a little bit extra, I guess. Yeah, like I told you, I'd be going back and forth, and it's okay, guys. Just as long as your makeup looks good. This is the famous eye palette. We're going to be grabbing our brushes that we use. It's not a lot because I use the same brush for different colors. This is my highlighter brush, and this is like a brush to, I guess, blend everything in. And that's it. We're going to be using this purple color to start off with. And then we're going to use this, I guess, maroon color, nude-ish. And just going to still put it all over our eye. And the darker color, we're going to use it on the corner, on the outer corner of our eye. It honestly doesn't look too even from where I'm looking at. And then we're going to be using our highlighter in the corner of our eyes. It's my favorite highlighter. It doesn't shine everywhere, but it does the job. Even if my eyeshadow is not that even, I feel like you don't even notice it once I have all my makeup done. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I don't. But I still kind of try to fix it with the highlighter, like adding it all the way to the top, kind of. And then going back with that brush that I used for the darker, we're going to be using that to fix our eye that wasn't that even. I'm also going to be fixing my eyebrow because it gets full of just makeup on top. So that's what I'm doing, just fixing my eyebrow. And then we're going to start fixing the contour of our nose because we're going to use the famous Fit Me powder. And I love it so much. It's very makeup changing. This is what makes my makeup look like makeup. Put it basically in the brightening areas, the under eye, the upper lip, under the contour, on the forehead, and just places that it be shiny. And that's how you make your makeup look like a filter, basically. I also be putting it under my eyebrow so that it cleans the eyeshadow. And so yeah, that's it for that, and I love it so much. And that color is 220. It's honestly been with me for a long time, to be honest. And then still fixing the contour, just going back and forth. Alright, with our eyeliner, we're going to start in the middle of our eye and then just work ourselves in of the corner. Just gain that confidence. And I like to make my eyeliner big. It's just at this time I didn't make it too big, even though that is big maybe for y'all. This is the Aguacate mascara, love it. Lash Princess and Panorama. I was saying here bottom, top, because I haven't been curling my lashes just because they've been falling off every time. But the way I do the technique of the lashes, it's still making them look big. So we're going to use this gel liner for our waterline, and then also making the lashes of our waterline big so we look poppin'. But yeah, I cleaned my lips too. Trying to open this. So we're gonna be adding more highlighter, but under the eyebrow and on the nose and on the upper lip. Okay, so gonna be adding a little bit more blush, but gonna add that shiny blush. This is shade Coffee because I lost my mahogany lip liner. I don't know where it at. I hope I find it. I don't know. But it's so... this color is okay. It's okay. It does the job. We're going to be adding this red lip color just on the inner of the lips. It reminds me of when I used to do that K-pop look. But yeah, I love it so much. Next, you ate it up. We're going to use Tresemme because we're going to be curling our hair. This is like a protector. Honestly, 10 out of 10 recommend because these girls, they had really curly hair, frizzy hair, and they put it on and they straightened their hair. And it's straighter than my straight hair. So definitely 10 out of 10. I feel like my hair was more curly today than any other day. Like if it's lasted the whole day. And I feel like it was because of this Tresemme. And this is the way I curl my hair. We brush it and then we curl and we go down. And then we go up. And you just wait a few seconds or just a little longer. And then you let it go and you pull it back. And then you just continue that process. Honestly, every day I can't decide whether to choose, is it a straight hair day or is it a curly hair day? But today was a curly hair day. And today the curls turned out perfect. They were very bouncy. But to be honest, the straight hair also is eating it up. It looks really good. Also behind me is my vision board, if y'all didn't know. Look at those bounces. We're going to use another Tresemme hairspray. Oh my gosh. I wish I didn't have to put it on because my hair looks so good. It looks bussin', but I have to. I was listening to something funny. But I have to put this hairspray on because my curls would not stay if I don't. I know they won't. And I be inhaling sometimes because I don't be breathing when I put it on. But yeah, guys, this is honestly my autumn makeup look. I switched up the makeup look. I had to because this looks better, to be honest, and I had to show y'all. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Love y'all so much. Bye.